Are you a psychic? Do you know what last one is in here?
I do.
I can't remember.
Um, yeah, we saved we saved a really great one, but a really hard one.
Oh, now I remember.
Yeah.
Before I even open this name up, I want to say thank you so much for being willing to let us do this. This is Yvonne,
Yeah.
and you are an amazing person. So, Yvonne, who are you?
I am someone who doesn't like to be labeled. I'm somebody who wants to do my own thing, but I'm somebody who has been through a lot and come out on the other side. And sometimes that's all that people need to know.
Wow, very well said. Why?
Maybe it's because of my German roots. Maybe it's because I eat a lot of Kinder Bueno. It could be that. Um, but I was. It's so hard because I have so many things I want to say and I can't wait. I can't wait my turn. I'm still Yvonne right now. Um, because I see things, I see the way things really are, and I know that I just need to make the most of the way things really are. Instead of wishing for them to be different, instead of spending time worrying about what's going to happen, I really just need to grab on to what I have right now and make the most of it. And now I have to quit being Yvonne and I have to be me because I have so much admiration for Yvonne. And not just because she came on the show at a time in her life when things were incredibly difficult, both for her and for Pete, but because of everything that she's done since the show. Um, she doesn't, I can't say what she does or doesn't like, but in any case, the way that she spoke about courage on the show indicated that she didn't want us to call her courageous, but I don't see it any other way. And honestly, the conclusion that I came away from that show with was that courage is not something you feel, but it's definitely something you see. And Pete and Yvonne were both incredibly courageous, not only during our show, but during the entire time that Pete was ill. And Yvonne continues to be an amazing person with a huge amount of knowledge. So this is a very, very smart woman, but she's also incredibly courageous. So thank you, Yvonne, for being part of that amazing show about courage, but also for being part of the plus and for showing us every day exactly how brilliant and courageous you are.
Absolutely. Um, yeah, the first time I met you was on that show. We had commented on each other's things here and there a little bit, but not a whole lot. Um, but wow, you really did exude courage on that show, and I have seen it every step of the way since. And I love how Stephanie put it. Um, I think it's even more concise and true to the point of the show on courage, which both Stephanie and I feel was our most touching and favorite show of the season. I know you're not supposed to have favorites among your kids, and in some way, shape, or form, all of these shows feel like our children, but we do. We're just that kind of parents, so there you go. But I loved what Stephanie said. You don't feel courage, but you certainly see it. And I think that's the entire essence. That's the final kernel of truth from that whole episode, because all of us could see courage in the other people in the show, and none of us felt courageous. And I just appreciate your courage, your demonstration of courage, your strength. And again, I really appreciate you allowing us to do this, because, well, because of the situation with Pete, it would have been completely understandable for you to, we purposely gave you the option, and you chose to allow us to spotlight both you and Pete. And again, just another evidence of courage and the goodness in your heart. Happy Thanksgiving, and thank you so much for sharing yourself with all of us here on the Plus.
Yeah. The one other thing I would like to say, which we didn't necessarily mention when we talked about Pete, but you guys talked a lot about gratitude when you were on the show, and about appreciating what you have. And to me, if there's anything that anyone is looking to learn about gratitude, you need to go listen to Pete and Evie talk about what it means to be grateful, what it means to appreciate what you have. Because clearly, if there are people in a position to not be as appreciative, who've gotten some bad breaks, they were there, and yet they still were so focused on being grateful and enjoying. There's a huge lesson there for all of us. So, it's an amazing. I think about it now and it gives me goosebumps. It's amazing that they're able to be thinking of others and to be thinking about wanting to be present for everyone, even when they were going through a really tough time. So thank you guys again. Thank you so much. We love you.
We do. Yep. It's unanimous. Your parents love you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.